Hey everyone, it's the Gadget Guru. This is going to be I should say, broad concept video for this new format. A lot of people saw the ban list and they saw a lot of the anti-meta cards got hit, like Compulsory, Bottomless, Torrential Tribute, Deep Prison, like a lot of them. For the most part, almost every single anti-meta card got hit. Dimensional Fissure, Macro, Cosmos, etc. And a lot of people are wondering, well, what does this mean? Well, first of all, it doesn't mean anti-meta is dead, but I'm going to say this right now. This is going to be a very controversial concept, so some of you may agree, some of you may disagree, but pretty much in this format right now, the anti-meta is not the anti-meta. Now, that may sound confusing when I first say that, but let me explain. When you talk about meta in a game like this, you refer to the common deck, the most played deck, whether it's special summons or it does something specific. That is the meta. That is the deck that everyone chooses to play over all others. The problem right now is the format that we're entering is so vast and so far spanning as far as decks go that there is no meta. Eventually a meta might appear. I mean, most people can assume automatically that there will be a lot of special summoning going on. So you could kind of throw in kind of anti-special summon cards and call them anti-meta tech, but you can't necessarily make an entire anti-meta deck when there is no meta. There's no meta right now. There's just not. It's just a bunch of random decks, and everyone's trying to vie to see what deck is best. You can't anti that. You can't anti-randomness. Random is not meta. Meta is defined. So therefore, anti-meta is not anti-meta right now. There is no meta. There cannot be an anti-meta. That being said, all the anti-meta players are freaking out, saying, well, what do we play? What do we play? What do we play? A lot of them, want to go to Hero Stun. They're like, we lost Stratos. Okay, first of all, let me tell you something. Hero players, Stratos means nothing. You lost Stratos, you got an E-Call. Who cares? You lost one 1800 floater. That's all that happened. Calm down. Stratos was not that big of a deal for the deck. A lot of people don't seem to understand that. It's like, what did you do with Stratos anyway? You summoned him, hoping not to get Veilered to search an alias, right? Or maybe a Bubble Man? Well, let's just say you take out the Stratos and add an E-Call in. What are you going to do with the E-Call? The E-Call isn't going to get negated by a Veiler, so it's pretty much a guaranteed search. So to be honest, it's better for us that they got rid of Stratos and gave us back a third E-Call. So calm down about that. That's not a problem. I am, like I said, I made another video on this that I was shocked by the ban list. But I'm pretty sure everybody was shocked by the ban list. Nobody saw this coming. I mean, this was pretty crazy. When I first posted this list on Facebook, I had people calling me a liar and saying that I was making this up and saying that I was trolling. And I'm like, no, guys, that's the official list. The first site to have it updated was the European Konami site, I think. The European Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think it came up at 6:05 p.m. my time. And then I think all the rest followed at about 6:07, 6:11, somewhere around there. So like I said, I saw the list right away because I had all the pages up. I just kept refreshing them over and over. Every couple minutes. So I saw the list and I posted it on Facebook, and everyone's like, no, there's no way. It's like, yes, there is a way. But basically, don't want to get off topic. Right now, there is no anti-meta because there is no meta. That being said, how long does it take to establish a definite meta? Well, the problem is Konami also threw us a curveball. They're doing 3-month ban lists, which means it's a shorter amount of time before they hit more cards or bring more cards off, which means you're going to have to really think on your feet from now on when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not like a 6-month thing, it's a 3-month thing. That means from SJC to SJC, ban list can change and decks will change. Now, what does this mean? It means the meta will be a lot harder to define. It'll be a lot harder to define what the meta is. My personal opinion of this format is amazing. It's just an amazing format. That's all there is to it. It's just it's I don't even know how to describe it. I did some playtesting on Dueling Network this morning. I was playtesting all morning pretty much with some friends. I was playtesting people on there and they were playtesting people on there. And I decided to write down the decks I versed just to show you, just to see how much diversity there is. And let me read off just the decks I versed this morning. Not my friends versed, just I versed. I versed a Samurai player, a GB player, a Hero Stun player, Hero OTK, Inzectors, Naturia, Dragon Ruler Beatdown with Montage Dragons and stuff, Dragon Ruler Plants, Agents, Dragon Ruler Plant Synchro, Herald of Perfection Lockdown, Dark Worlds, Mermails, Hero Glads, Evil Swarm / Dino Ribbit mix of some kind, anti-meta thing, Black Wings, Samurai Plant Synchro, Power Tool OTK, Dark World Twilight, like Dark World, the Dark Worlds, but it also had like Veilers or stuff and like BLS stuff in it. Light Swarms, Agent Twilight, Fire Formation, E-Hero Neos Beatdown with like Oversoul and crap. Like that was just like crazy, dude. It's been a long time since I saw like Elemental Hero Neos on the field beating my face in. I was just like, what the hell? So yeah, E-Hero Neos Beatdown. Evil Swarms, Crystal Beast, Noble Knight Beatdown, Spellbooks, another Spellbooks, which is the same guy as before. Goat Control, I think it was. I know he had Scapegoats, and I know at one point he dropped Plasma, but I really didn't care because I just killed it and then just ran it over. So yeah, Goat Control, I think. Dark World Turbo, the new version from DarkWorldMOFO and his friend AbsenceofLight, which is a really good build. You should go check it out. But yeah, Dark World Turbo, Plant, Synchro, Junk, Doppel Warrior something. You remember that old Junk Synchro Doppel Warrior deck thing? Well, someone was playing that and it was doing really good with Star Eater. Samurais and Machina Gadgets. Like that's a total of like 25 different decks just from one morning of playtesting. Every single deck I versed was like a different deck. And every time I had to think about my plays because every deck was so different. I mean, some of them just took me completely off guard. Like, I mean, I expected some of these, but like the Crystal Beast. Holy crap, I haven't versed Crystal Beast in like 3 or 4 years. So like I had to relearn what the damn deck did. I had to learn what the cards did again and like try and figure out how to kill them. Noble Knight Beatdown. I saw the Noble Knights come out. I read their card effects, but I never saw them play. Nobody played them. Then I versed this thing, and like first turn, he like nukes my entire back row with one of his equip cards, and goes like ham into a Tyrus, and I'm like, what? I lost all my back row, and you dropped Tyrus on turn 1. Okay, I need to figure out what's going on here. So like I said, like there was just some really good decks that took me by surprise that I was not expecting. And that just shows you in this format how diverse it's going to be. I mean, there's just tons of decks. Like, it's no longer just, I play one deck, I win. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. I mean, it really is, it's an open format. Now, if you don't know what open format is, it means that anything has a chance right now. Which is, I'm completely, I stand by that 100%. I have seen so many decks do so good right now. Like, it just depends on how you draw, how you play it out, and, skill. It like the game has come back to a skill format, and a lot of people say, well, Yu-Gi-Oh isn't about skill. Well, this format is a lot different than the formats we've had for the last 4 or 5 formats. We've had derp formats. We've had one super big deck crush everything else in its path, and you had 1 or 2 stragglers behind it. This format, you don't have that anymore. You have an open playing field where Konami just literally hit all the power cards and all the super broken cards from like every deck they could find, and then they just said, play it out. I am super excited for the YCS coming up on the September 1st. The YCS coming up. I can't remember the name of it. Sorry, but I'm super excited because I really want to see what happens there. That's going to be a very amazing and interesting YCS. I might even try and go. I'm not sure. Like, there's not a lot of time left, but I would be very, very interested in going to that because it just sounds amazing to me. Unfortunately, this next regionals that I'm gonna be judging in, so I probably won't get to play in this format in the regionals, unless I go to like California or something. Which I am planning on going to a YCS in California coming up in October. So I'll let you guys know more about that. So I'll probably be playing on a YCS, not a regionals, which I guess is better than a regionals, whatever. The point is, I will be going to that, so I'll get information on that for you guys, and I'll let you know about that. But yeah, just basically this video was about what is going to happen to anti-meta in this format, because a lot of people were curious, and I told everyone I'd make a video. So here's the video. Take it for what you guys will. If you agree with me, post down below. If you disagree, post and tell me why you disagree. I would be happy to discuss this with you and to show my point of view, because I thought about this a lot before I made this video, because I realized that this video would be super confrontational, because a lot of people will be like, no, you're wrong. But when you think about it, there's no arguing it. So this is the guy Guru, and I'll catch y'all later.